ActionFigureResource.com.
This is a top 10 Batman figures countdown for Action Figure Resource. This one was always going to be hard as there are hundreds of toys based on this license, and one of the best aspects of his character is how well he adapts to different interpretations. I decided against just giving you 10 Batmans, as with so many side by side the differences between them would be slight. Better instead to present you with different styles, different eras, and different production studios for a nice tasty range. Along with a list half populated by support characters. One runner-up of note was this custom figure by Toy Cutter based on the hulking muscular bats from Frank Miller's seminal 1986 classic The Dark Knight Returns. I give this one extra points for being even more exaggeratedly brawny than the DC Direct version. I also love this Joker from the Brave and Bold line, based on the 1940s comic art of Dick Sprang. So let's go with the list. At 10, appropriately seeing us out of the gate is this depiction of Adam West's 1960s Batman from NECA. There are others based on his earliest appearance, but this was the first that really captured the attention of the general public and made a household name for the Caped Crusader. This version looks frighteningly realistic, as silly and camp as the show was, and is fully capable of dancing the Batusi. At 9 from the 2004 animated show The Batman comes Robin from the Shadowtech line by Mattel. Shadowtech seems to mean bundling in a massive plastic backpack with an otherwise perfectly serviceable figure. There have been many Robin figures over the years, but this one with its oversized head and anime-inspired hair and features does a fine job of summarizing most animated versions of Dick Grayson and Tim Drake, including The New Batman Adventures, Teen Titans, and Young Justice. Like most of the Justice League Unlimited toys, it has minimal articulation and an emphasis on statuesque style, with the rocket backpack added for play potential. At 8, from the 2009 video game Arkham Asylum, comes Killer Croc from DC Collectibles. He is enormous and chunky, with cunning articulation secreted inside gorgeously meaty textured sculpting. At 9.5 inches tall, he towers over other Batman figures, and anybody who has played that game can attest as to how scary it is to have this fellow hunting you in his dank subterranean lair. At 7 is Nightwing, the grown-up version of the first Robin, Dick Grayson. There are many excellent Nightwings out there, so I was spoiled for choice on this one, but I chose Mattel's DC Universe Classics. He has a simple but memorable and impactful costume and 2 Eskrima Filipino fighting sticks. As an analogue for Hasbro's Marvel Legends line, Mattel have produced hundreds of DC Comics figures over the years with an eye on quality of build, which makes them great for both play and display. At 6 from Medicom comes a startlingly great Dark Knight Rises version of Batman himself. This is exemplary of a popular Japanese style, high on posability, short on stature. What isn't apparent from these pictures is that this fellow is only 16 centimeters high. He comes with 5 alternate hands, a grapnel gun and sonic blaster, and a display stand to allow for dynamic posing. At 5, from DC Direct's 2003 Hush line, based on the artwork of Jim Lee, comes Harley Quinn. Now this line is so full of beautifully rendered figures, closer to artfully sculpted yet articulated statues than a child's plaything, that it was very hard to select a best in show. Harley had only just made the trip into comics from her animated debut, so this was something of a landmark. She positively oozes mischievous menace. Notably, Harley was recently released in the DC Collectibles label, along with Joker and Flight Suit Batman, complete with a shiny new paint job. At 4, everyone old enough to remember the release of Tim Burton's Batman will know why this next one will mean so much to so many. Produced by Hot Toys and distributed by Sideshow, this, like many of their other 1/6 scale deluxe figures, has captured a creepy, lifelike likeness of the actor in the suit, in this case Michael Keaton, the once maligned choice for the Batman role, before that stick of hatred was passed to Ben Affleck. I've said it before and I'll say it again, for the avid, serious and lucrative toy collector, it doesn't get much more special than Hot Toys. If you're looking to start a miniature Madame Tussauds, look no further for your sourcing of movie-related figures. Keaton's 1989 Batman costs around $250 and comes with multiple hands and gadgets and a sense of unparalleled historical significance. At 3 from Play Arts Kai comes the Dark Knight Rises Selina Kyle, aka Catwoman. This Japanese figure line, which cut its teeth rendering anime and video game characters, has become adept at delivering slender, beautifully detailed and highly posable collector-focused figures. At an average of $90, they're a slightly more reasonable prospect than Hot Toys. They're constructed of PVC and measure around 8 inches high. Play Arts have many other Batman-related figures, including some awesome ones based on the Arkham video games, and once again this one was difficult to choose from, but in terms of delivering a confident, charming, dangerous Ms. Kyle, they don't get much better than this. At 2, representing Batman the Animated Series, maybe the most universally beloved and recognised representation of Batman, voiced by the wonderful Kevin Conroy, comes this figure from DC Collectibles. As opposed to all the kid-focused toys from the 90s that swiftly spiraled into too many Batman variant costumes on Kenner's part, these modern figures bring us the characters we love in the style we remember, but with modern-day sensibilities. These are new for 2014, with something like 25 points of articulation carefully secreted around their smooth forms. This is pretty much the Batman figure I've wanted my entire life. But if money was no object, I would pick up number 1, the Joker, from The Dark Knight by Hot Toys. There is something haunting and rare about departed heroes and villains. AFR viewers may remember the Christopher Reeve Hot Toys Superman winning that top 10. What we have here, captured in alarming detail, is Heath Ledger's unforgettable charismatic turn as the Clown Prince of Crime in Nolan's second and best Batman film. Delivering a performance this memorable etches its mark on the character forever, and this figure represents the culmination of imagery surrounding this vision of the character. His striking, roving eyes are delivered here with a translucent iris parallel eyeball rolling system. He has no less than 14 hands, with and without gloves, multiple heads including a chilling clown mask, and his even more chilling real face. He also has a box with a simple detonator with which to drive the citizens of Gotham insane. There is also an updated 2.0 version available, as well as figures in bank robber, police, and nurse disguises. This 11-inch agent of chaos captures movie history in a way that will send a shiver down the spines of all who come across him. There is no better figure for encapsulating how the Batman mythology goes beyond the Dark Knight himself. We hope you enjoyed this countdown. Let us know your list of 10 favourites below. I've been Alex Shaw, and we'll be back with more top 10s, collector guides, and fascinating toy history very soon at Action Figure Resource.